Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the programming with Flowchart. And on this one, we're going to be taking a new concept, which is going to be a condition or an if. This is pretty much like a very much concept in all programming language in one way or another. And then also a very concept in any machines, in any kind of like automations or in anything. What we are going to be just working, we're going to be just having what we call a condition or an if case. And it's not going to be just only on the missions or automations that we're going to be just getting this one, but also on our daily activities, we're going to be just doing that one. There is this thing that we call if that we use every day, in that we're going to be just doing something only if some condition is satisfied. We'll be going to some party if we have a time. Probably we're going to buy something if we have money, and goes on, the list goes on like that one. So we are going to be not going to have like the same monotonous kind of day every day. It's going to be just dependent on the condition. We might be doing or performing completely a different stuff. For example, if you are working on a job, then usually the working hours would be from Monday to Friday. So if the day is a working day, then we're going to be just going to the office or working from home or whatnot, and we're going to be just performing that. But when it hits on Saturday and Sunday, then it is the same day, but it is like the weekend. So on that one, we might be taking a different stuff than the work. So we do have like the if case going day in, day out. And the if case, most of the time that we're going to be just using, or a condition, has two outputs. That is going to be either a true or false. And whether it is going to be a yes or no in any way, then it's going to be just in two formats. So today is either a holiday or not. That's the thing, like any number is going to be either an even number or an odd number. Whether it is raining or not raining, just those kinds of things are going to be just performed through the condition. And then based on the output of the condition, if it is like a true statement or if it is a false statement, then the thing that we're going to be just doing is going to be just different accordingly. In flowchart, then this is going to be just represented by a diamond, as we have seen it like on the previous videos, but basically a diamond or a rhombus is going to be a representation for an if case. So with that, let's see some example that we are implementing in one of like the day-to-day activities. So let's say when you go to like the practicality.com, on the contact, there is this page in which you're going to be having like a communication with the practicality. And it is very common, like in a lot of forms as well. So this is going to be submitted, or you're going to be just hitting on a contact. Assume that there is going to, you have filled up like your name, your email, what your questions are, or how you're going to communicate with us, and then your comments or your message is going to be just over here. And you might have seen like those kinds of things like pretty much everywhere. And it could be like like a form for registration or something that you're going to be submitting, or it could be a Gmail account that you're trying to log in, or it could be even a Google that you're trying to access in the stuff. But what would happen like if I'm going to go ahead and then just simply click on a contact now? So what it does is it's going to check that if you have actually provided a name and an email, and if not, it's going to complain on this one. As I've said, I have mentioned if on a couple of places over here. So if the name was provided, then this won't show at all. And if the email was provided, this wouldn't show at all. And if one or more of like this message is going to be not shown if any of the messages, the errors were not appearing on the top. What it means is somewhere in the product, it's going to be just checking if we have a name, and then proceed. If we don't have a name, then show there is like problem with this one, and then it's going to be just required field. The same thing with this one, like if email is not provided, then just it's going to do that one. So what it means is there are like exactly two outputs on this one, whether the name is given or not. If it is given, then you're not going to see this error. If it is not given, then you're going to be just showing this error. What it means is for the same action, you can have like two options to be performed. One is when it is on a correct page, and the other one is when it is not. So this is what we mean by a condition. And then it is one of like the greatest, pillar in programming, in any programming that's going to be just available. So we have seen one of like the other one, which is a variable. That's going to be just one of them. And then the other one is an if case. So we have like a couple more that we have to see in order to understand what a programming is in general. And one of them is going to be an if case. So we're going to just go ahead and then see a couple more examples on this one to understand like more of like the concept. And with that, we're going to proceed to the next video. So thank you for watching, and then I'm going to see you on the next video.